He started chasing us down the hallway. Our first time ever going on a real vacation kind of thing, like, you know, going into international waters and going to Mexico and stuff.
Now, what in the Royal Caribbean is going on here? So there is currently a video clip that is going absolutely viral on the internet at the moment involving a very large, aggressive man that for whatever reason decided to try to break down a door, and allegedly he also attacked a crew member. We are going to go over the news clip and then after some further other details. However, before we do, it does appear this man needed to take a chill pill. Maybe he should have meditated before all of this went down. In fact, he should have just used today's sponsor, Calm. Calm is the #1 app for sleep and meditation. I think we can all agree that between work, spending time with our families, and trying to accomplish our goals in life, things can get pretty stressful, and unfortunately, we can't just take a cruise or vacation every time the stress sails into our lives. Calm offers so much, like meditations to help you work through anxiety and stress, sleep stories, sleep meditations, and even calming music, grounding exercises in the event that you're feeling overwhelmed, as well as expert-led talks in the event that you need help handling grief, improve self-esteem, and more. I'll be honest, I am one of those lucky few that are able to take a vacation or go on a cruise almost whenever I want, and I'm very thankful for it. But believe it or not, after so many cruises per year, that relaxation effect does start to fade just a little bit. So I started meditating daily about a year ago, and since using Calm for my meditation sessions, they have been more productive and more structured than ever before. When it comes to using the Calm app, it's extremely easy to navigate. I've also noticed that it has some customizable features to fit your calming needs, which I thought was pretty cool. The resources available feel endless and are more valuable than I can honestly put into words. So I guess you'll just have to see for yourself. Stress less, sleep more, and live better with Calm. For my viewers, Calm is offering an exclusive offer at 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/shiplife. Go to calm.com/shiplife for 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library. That's calm.com/shiplife. Now let's take a quick look at this news clip here, and then we'll go over a couple topics in regards to this man's presumed intoxication, as well as the security protocols that were carried out during this altercation.
Only on Fox 11, a wild confrontation caught on camera on a cruise ship. It happened on a ship that left San Pedro bound for Ensenada.
Haley Winslow has a story you can see only on Fox 11.
The gentleman that was drunk said that he was going to kill us, and then he started chasing us down the hallway.
Chaos on a cruise caught on camera.
Our first time ever going on a real vacation kind of thing, like, you know, going into international waters and going to Mexico and stuff.
Christopher McHale set sail to Ensenada to celebrate he and his wife's birthdays and their anniversary Friday with a dozen family and friends for a long weekend aboard Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas. Not even an hour outside of the port of San Pedro, and Christopher McHale went back to his room to put his phone on the charger, grab a jacket, and watch an action movie on the top deck. When all of a sudden, the action came to him.
Yeah, I was waiting for them to say cut and come out of the rooms, but it was real life event.
McHale captures these videos showing a man in a possible drunken fit of rage spewing profanity and racial slurs.
The crew member that I was running with was able to lock himself in one of the towel rooms. I was kind of scared because I was like, dude, like, I'm stuck in this hallway. Everybody else is kind of like behind something.
McHale says the now shirtless man tries to kick down the door with his steel-toed boots after kicking a crew member in the face and punching another.
He could have flicked me and just thrown me like 30 feet because the guy he punched kind of flew a couple feet back.
Armed with pepper spray, towels, zip ties, and handcuffs, this security team is finally able to move in.
Kind of acted like SWAT team and set up like a barrier, and then they attacked. So they just waited for him to kind of run out of energy.
McHale spends the rest of his vacation talking with Royal Caribbean management and the FBI about this incident.
Everybody kind of like dogpiled him. The ship does have two jails down there, and he was like in there this entire time. And yeah, it just kind of sucks that it happened the first couple hours of the vacation. So it's like he kind of
trip to Mexico was no bueno.
Yeah, he kind of ruined it for his family.
So first of all, I would not be shocked in the slightest if I found out that this man had more than Royal Caribbean's drink package in his system. That looks like that is the work of some other illegal substance. The fact that this man has security surrounding him, he is so focused on that door while security gets their protocol set up in order to eventually subdue him, in my personal opinion, does speak volumes. Apparently between all this, or rather prior to it, he was running around threatening people and yelling racial slurs until he went up and kicked the crew member that eventually barricaded himself in one of those storage closets or rooms that he was in, that eventually this man would be trying to break down with his steel-toe boots. Also wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if now steel-toe boots are banned from cruise ships. But just looking at this entire situation, according to the video clip, this took place just 1 hour after the ship had left port. Either this man was doing some drinking before the cruise had started and possibly continued on as soon as he got on board, or like I said, there must be some other substance involved, and I'm assuming there is going to be a continued investigation. There is the FBI involved and local police, and I would assume naturally that Royal Caribbean is of course assisting in this investigation, even though they haven't currently made a statement. I believe it's also safe to assume that he is going to be banned from ever sailing on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship again. He should actually be banned from sailing on any cruise ship for that matter. During this altercation, once he was eventually subdued and zip-tied, he was taken down to the brig. They typically do have jail cells down there in the security office. I used to work on the ship, and that's where it was when I was working for Norwegian at the time. They had 2 jail cells over there, and of course, whenever they get back over to possibly their main port over in California, he's going to be jailed, and then again, they're going to continue on with their investigation to see what exactly took place, because this is not normal by any means. Now, also looking at how security on board handled this altercation, honestly, I think they handled it well. They saw that he was so fixated on breaking down this door with his steel-toe boots that he would eventually power down a little bit, lose a little bit of energy, and then that would be the time to, of course, take him down. I have still, and I will still advocate for the fact that I do believe that cruise lines out there everywhere, at least, well, let's say in the United States, do need to kind of beef up their security. With the growing popularity of cruising, you're going to have a bunch of other people that aren't, let's say they're not privy to cruise etiquette, or they don't know how to act, or they, let's say, disrespect the drink package and they drink a little bit more than they should, they become aggressive. I do believe that unfortunately there will be more and more of these instances. I don't think it is the fault of the cruise line. It is just simply people being people, not knowing how to control their alcohol, and being on a cruise ship with people from all over the place, and they get too drunk and then they feel like they've been disrespected and they think that throwing hands is going to be the only way to settle it, or they're just simply not thinking clearly. And just like that, we have altercations. But that is what I have for the video. Of course, let me know your thoughts in this crazy situation in the comment section below. Make sure you check out Calm. Of course, hit that like button, subscribe, and know as usual, I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you later. Take it easy.